Grain Pranksters. Watch you sit down and have some butterbeer, thanks. What's on your mind? Not much, I just belch. Mind your manners, sorry, but I boogage. This is really pathetic. What is she dosed your butterbeer with belching powder? It's brilliant, isn't it? A classic prank. Is that a prank? I thought pranks were meant to be funny. It's not only funny, it's hilarious. Belch? Not sure. Did you find the prank particularly amusing? Yeah, belch and powder is one of the best pranks. I'd never stoop that low. If you think you're a better prankster than me, you're sadly mistaken. There's only one way to settle this, a prank competition. And we'll have Docos be the impartial judge, as long as you promise not to prank me anymore. And may the best prankster win. Let's start by conducting a quick poll. Well, what did you discover? I discovered that most students find the pranks equally annoying. That's not going to help you decide who wins our prankster competition. I need to see more of your pranks to really judge. Let's head to Zonka's right away and stock up on supplies. Perhaps everyone heard about your competition and are trying to buy all the jokes supplies before you get them. Even so, we'd better hurry. I've got lots of items on my shopping list. I really had no idea you two were so competitive. Which one of us would you like to help with the shopping? It's not fair to ask me to choose. Alright, prank rule. All fair in a prank rule. Who will you shop with? I, as an impartial judge, I really have to stay out of the competition itself. Let's not stay around talking anymore. It's time to go shopping. Does everyone done with gathering supplies? I've already got an unbeatable prank in mind. How cliche, if that's your best idea, you have already lost. Who is your intended victim? I want to make sure I don't accidentally miss it. You won't meet me at Flinch's office. What happened here? Told you I had a massive trick up my sleeve, though I didn't know dropping some fog spawn soap into buckets of water would produce this. Flinch is going to do when he comes back. He'll give us detention for the rest of our lives. We are not even at Hogwarts for the rest of our lives. What's Flinch going to do was meant as a more of a hypothetical question. It's come time to execute the next part of my plan. 1. You're told he's wherever you left him. He was in the pockets just now, but he must have hopped out and gotten lost among the fogs. Flinch or someone will hear us. I found him. Oh, thanks, Stalkers. Dennis is about to get a stone talking to for hopping off like he did. We have to get out of here, you especially. So she has to get to work right away if she's going to top this incredible prank. I'll be the judge of that, but now let's leave. If it isn't Dr. Stan, why you're here? You're why I'm here. You're here for me. Why the Daily Prophet needs a new headline, and you're at it. There's been an uptick in courses to break at Hogwarts since the Dane siblings arrived at school. You'll find nothing connecting Jacob or me as the cause of the courses. Who said that I dig up about said what I dig up about you needs to be true. You're a journalist. Facts is your business. Your creative lies could ruin my reputation or perhaps even get me expelled. However, I will give you the opportunity to go on the record. Shall we begin? Has everyone ever told you that you're dreadful at interviews? Has anyone told you that purple isn't your color? You're a cheeky one. Let's see how smug you are when I'm through with my investigation. There's nothing for you to find, Miss Skeeter. I won't stop looking until I find something. I have a very sensitive sense of smell. What's that got to do with anything? I can sniff out a sensational story from a mile away. Right after herbology class. Tonks Tulip putting on a brave face. The bravest ever. What are you talking about? Of course, we heard about Rita Skeeter poking around and asking questions about you and your brother. You have already heard about her. That bad news travel fast. Stopping Rita needs to be your focus right now. You don't have time to be judging prank contests. Tulip and I are calling a momentary truce, suspended until further notice. I'm lucky to have such great friends. Steady on. No need to get all mushy now. You're a friend, and we won't let the likes of Rita Skeeter get the best of our friends. Our strategizing just gave me an idea about how to chase Rita off. Let's do this to the mean trickery. You had been ready to judge which of us is the best prankster. What if instead team up to teach you how to be the best prankster? You'll be able to annoy and distract Rita Skeeter until she drops her story about you and leaves. With our guidance, you'll be able to prank Rita away. This may just work when my lessons begin. I saw Rita head into the Great Hall before class. Poco afternoon tea. Do not worry, I have a load of Hickoff sweets. Drop them into Rita's tea and she'll never finish the interview. Watch and learn from the masters. Good job. While you had Mila and Rita distracted, I stumbled into the table and accidentally dropped all of my Hickoff sweets into Rita's tea. You're only supposed to drop a few. If I hadn't been keeping watch, I'd have warned you. Some prank tools we are. So what does that mean? What will that dose that large do? There's more to the story here. That means that I and Dan is a big part of it. Don't quote me on that. I'm serious. Don't print that. And what's going on? So that's what too many Hickoff sweets will do. Excellent. To those Mila's headed this way. What are you three laughing about over here? What were you doing just now, acting so oddly? Keep telling Docos to stop being so distracting. What were you doing just now, talking to Rita Skeeter? I can't believe that. You have had it in for me since our first year. Soon as she recovers from her random hiccup fit, I suppose. We're just getting started. Next time you won't be providing an assist. You can pull off the prank. Now she's here too. Rita Skeeter just won't give up. She's pressing Snape for information about you. I assume her quick quill is taking down every word. Seeking out everyone she suspects doesn't like me much. Her instincts are right so far. Instead of us plotting our next prank, you'll get to pull off a prank. Guess I'm ready to trick Rita Skeeter on my own. That's the spirit, and I've got just the thing. I happen to have a sugar quill. It's a delicious snack, but it annoys Rita to no end if we swap it out for a quick quartz quill when she's not looking. Quick, let's make the quill switch. It's done. Good work, you two. Thanks. All I did was watch. Well done. I can't hide Rita's jumpy, quick quartz quill under my robe much longer. Take notes for me in class with the real quills. Any students of yours exhibit an obsession with the coast vaults? Did Miss Tonks just sneak out of my class? Snuck out, snuck in, we didn't see anything. Where's my quill and you again? Hello, Mosquito. Professor Snape, will class begin now? We are very anxious to learn our next potion. Are you even in this class? If one of you has my quill, you don't. That's an absolute truth. I'm going to find my quill so that I can more fiercely chase the story. Perhaps this last prank on Skeeter backfired on us. But I'm learning from you and Tonks, and what I think we need is a fresh perspective on pranks. Let's find Tonks and head to the 3 broomsticks. Yeah, just sack off the class. Thanks for coming. I'm never invited to Brimstones. I have been going to Zonko's trickster route to prank Rita Skeeter, out to write a negative story linking Darkos and his brother to the latest rash of courses. We hoped pranking Rita away would stop her, but it's not working. We need a change of strategy. We need it before Rita Skeeter concocts a story about me that jeopardizes my future at Hogwarts. Both of you are loyal friends. I knew I could count on your help. I feel like we should have a group hug. Perhaps we should get on with the brainstorming. These are all interesting ideas, but I keep coming back to something Barnaby said. Was it my idea of setting Rita's clocks wrong so she's late everywhere? Barnaby said Rita Skeeter can be scary. That she's like the ghost in glasses. We have tried annoying Rita so she'll leave, but we haven't tried scaring Rita away. Should we rally the house ghosts to frighten off Rita Skeeter to tame? I'm afraid Skeeter may scare off them. But do we know a truly frightening person? So when does the stone part of a brainstorm begin? I wore my galoshes. What? No time to explain now. I'm off to find Esmeralda. How are you today? You're too cheerful. What do you want? I know you like to cause certain people to end misery, and I admit you're quite good at it. I need your particular talents. What do you know about Rita Skeeter? I know she's insufferable. Why? How would you like to help me scare Rita Skeeter away from Hogwarts? Any chance I can convince you otherwise? So what do we have? What are we doing here? We need to put a scare into Rita Skeeter to get her to drop a story about me and leave Hogwarts. Something about me said made me think of some otherworldly help might be needed. Peeves walks that line between mischief and malice, so I was hoping we might find him. Here I am. I thought you'd be harder to track down. I heard the magic word mischief and malice. To me, it's the same, and I heard my name, so get on with it. What's happening? Is investigating a story for the Daily Prophet that could jeopardize my future at Hogwarts. I'm already half asleep. We want to make some mischief that will scare off Rita Skeeter to terrorize her to the point that she'll go away. Don't know or care about the rest of whatever Darkus is squawking about. I'm very glad you asked. Here's what we need you to do. What do you think? What would you do to frighten off Rita Skeeter? The solution is simple. Drop her down a very large hole with a dragon at the bottom for good measures. Perhaps something a little less permanent. Something equally as scary. I can make Rita Skeeter shiver to her liver. Bothersome pranks aren't working. We have to really make Rita scream her head off. I'll need your help, little whelp. A bit of space will be nice to make this haunting less daunting. I'll explain once we are at the library. How do you know Rita Skeeter is at the library? How do you know Rita Skeeter is at the library? As well you should, you loop-de-loos. Fails to see the proper hat you shall need. Just heed and let me lead. Where's Rita Skeeter? Do you think Peeves is pulling one over on us? I'll sit, but I'm only pretending to read. Madam Prince, thank you for giving me access to your magnificent library and its books on courses. I'm still not sure why I need to collect them all for you, because I'm chasing an exclusive story linking the courses at Hogwarts to students at Hogwarts. Now, if you could show me the books, my dear. Once Peeves starts haunting Rita, we must be ready to do as he told us. Rita Skeeter, did you hear that voice? Look around, everyone did. The haunting is beginning. Except the sound's a million times scarier than regular Peeves. Was our cue, Ismelda, it's time to cast a spell. No, so we don't draw suspicion, do it now. Wingardium Leviosa. What is going on here? The voice isn't talking to me, do you? This is your last chance. This is ridiculous. I shan't be going anywhere. It must be Peeves. Don't just watch. Let's levitate more books for him to throw. Damn, this is going on for a long time, eh? Chase the stories, now the stories are chasing you. I won't stop chasing my story. I won't chase it somewhere other than my library. What's going on? But I'll get the scoop. Well, don't just stand there. Everyone pick up a book and put it back to the proper place. Did you see how freaked out Rita was? If I had a hat, I'd tip it to Peeves. That's why he told you that you would need a proper hat, except now we have to clean up, and Peeves doesn't. Let's get out of here and leave the cleanup to someone else. I'll tell Tulip and Tonks that perhaps we have finally driven off Rita Skeeter. Why so down? I checked this morning. Rita still hasn't left Hogwarts. I thought that I'd be meeting you two with good news that the library haunting scared off. News of it spread quickly. You're pranking as you pranking tutors. Tonks and I are very proud of you. A lot of the credit goes to Peeves, but no matter. Rita Skeeter is still here and instead intent on ruining my name. I'll never break another course to find my brother. Don't give up. Why not give good old-fashioned magical trickery another try? Never give up. Battle of Wills, and I don't intend to be the first to back down. Got any ideas? I've got a million ideas about a million things. They spill right out of my head. We've got someone we are trying to prank, and the old jokes aren't working. Have another look around. Perhaps you'll find something. Find any inspiration among Zonka's dusty shelves? Sorry, Mr. Blimes. We love these pranks, but I think we need a fresh approach. Since when was being silly ever stopped you from saying something? You may be thinking about this from the wrong perspective. Who would know better which pranks are most effective than someone who has been a perpetual target of said pranks? So ask someone who's often been the victim of our pranks. Help us, he'll never go for it. It's one thing I have learned in this long life of mine, people will surprise you. We have to try Flinch. Let's go to his office. Would you want toilets clogged again with frogs? Oh, maybe an innocent mug of butterbeer you want me to sip? I have half a mind to think you're up to something. To do what? Prank someone else, and we thought you would be an expert on the subject, seeing as you have been pranked a few times in your career. Damn! That's quite a bit. So you need Flinch now, do you? Interesting. You'll have to tidy up my office first. Dennis, my toad, he didn't see anything either. We are done, Mr. Flinch. Barely acceptable. Now about this prank. Who's the victim? Rita Skeeter. She's always sniffing around Hogwarts, sniffing the outrageous stories ever, if they are not true. Rita even mentioned me as a sensitive sense of smell when it comes to sniffing out stories. Never thought much of her. I've got something that might help, an item you can use to drive her away. Not so fast, don't be greedy, little snot. I'll let you know when the time is right. How can we trust you, sir? And perhaps you can, perhaps you can't. That's a bit unsettling. So, shall we plan our prank? Tulip and I have actually been tutoring doctors in all the pranking. I'll be the one doing the schooling now. Meet me in the corridor. Oh, 100. Yeah, buddy. So you say you have been trying and failing to prank? The pranks themselves have been successful. The results underwhelming. Has been tried both fun and frightening tricks. I like the fun ones. There are annoying tricks, but lighthearted. Are you sure it wasn't toe droppings in your mug? Leave Dennis out of this. You want to know which pranks I think work best? Perhaps you ought to tell me what specific trickery. So what do you think, Mr. Flinch? Impressive pranks, right? We thought they'd be impressive enough to make Rita stop trying to connect. Donkers don't have nothing big enough to scare Rita off. Rita Skeeter flying books won't do it. Take it from one such as me. Only the biggest prank you got to get in Rita Skeeter's head. You say she's trying to connect you to the coast? Well, you're both trouble, all of you. You wouldn't be perhaps trying to prank us, would you? Meet me in the training grounds. I'll make sure that you have what you need. Mr. Flinch, I was pleasantly surprised to hear from you. I heard you were investigating Dr. Stan. He and his meddling friends caused me a lot of trouble around here. I'm invested in anything that will get him out of Hogwarts. To hear anything you have connecting Dan to the rash of curses plaguing Hogwarts. Well, of course, Rita won't suspect a thing. This must be what Flinch meant by getting in Rita's head. Which do you think it is? Is Flinch pranking us or Skeeter? She stirs things up whenever she comes here. Flinch can't want her Rita around any more than we do. likes us, but he said if all else fails, we could use whatever's in there. Prepare to launch. Always around when trouble strikes. Yes, but some say trouble's been following you too. Now, what's that all about? Isn't you? Perhaps you have brought the coasters upon you. That's preposterous. You can get framed frisbees at any joke shop. No, it's not working. We are wearing Rita down. It's time to open Flinch's box. Of all your ideas, do you think pushing the dung bomb over the wall towards Rita is really our best idea? 3, 2, 1, push! No, a dung bomb like that is beyond any kid's pranks. It's like rotten eggs and sour milk wrapped in a dirty pair of knickers. I must get away from the smell from Hogwarts. Was this? Where did Rita Skeeter go? Couldn't have her operated. Can't be done at Hogwarts. In that box was every dung bomb I ever confiscated, rolled into one. Did say she had a sensitive sense of smell? Thank you for your help. I believed you would come through for us. You'll tell no one about it. I didn't do it for you. That dung bomb was stinking up my coaters. Mrs. Nose has a sensitive nose too. Why didn't you ever tell us all this use that you have been sitting on the biggest, stinkiest prank of all? You don't know what else I have that I'm not telling you about. Watch your step. Rita Skeeter's gone, and so is the threat a whole story posed to Jacob and me. We'll want to hear about this. If not for him, we never would have thought to go to Flinch. A proper hat? What's that mean? It was just something odd. Peeves said, let's go. And you say Flinch had a secret colossal dung bomb this whole time? Countless student dung bombs he had confiscated over the years. Hard to believe, but it's true. Apparently Flinch did. I still don't quite understand why Flinch used it to help us. Always remember, even people who you think you know well can still surprise you. You did before. I can't believe that crusty old badger like Flinch could have a sense of mischief in him. It's all quite mysterious and amazing, but now it makes sense. Word has spread about your amazing exploits. I have something quite special to present to you. Have a look around the shop while I collect for you. In the honor of Darkest Day and most excellent pranking, here's a jester's cap. Proper hat. Peeves surely has something to do with this. The hat of a poltergeist is a very rare item, but the best part is you don't have to be dead to wear it. Thank you, Peeves. You'll look brilliant wearing that jester's hat. Peeves acknowledging your mischief making is quite a big deal. Which brings me to what I had intended to volunteer as a prize. Given you have proven yourself to be mischief mastermind, I think it should go to you. A jester's hat and a surprise new dung bomb dueling attack. Why wasn't I making more mischief sooner? Thanks for watching. Catch you next time, and peace.